What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel DC Comics Multiverse Collect and Connect Killer Croc series Dick Grayson Batman. Here we do have Dick Grayson as Batman. What we're going to do now is take a little break, get him opened up, and then we'll have a better look at Batman. Stay tuned, everyone. And so here we have Batman posing out of the packaging. Before we have a look at the figure, let's actually take a look at what he comes with. Batman here does come with the left leg of the Killer Croc Build-A-Figure, which we'll have a better look at when he's all put together. As far as accessories for this Batman goes, he does come with three. He comes with the cowled head that you see on him right now. He comes with an unmasked Dick Grayson head. And then he also does come with a cowl folded down for when he's unmasked. Other than that, this Batman doesn't come with anything else, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. This figure is garbage. Thanks for watching the review anyway. Okay, well, all joking aside, let's actually have a look at his details. And so here we have Dick Grayson as Batman. Now, this is actually one figure I have wanted for a really, really long time. Mattel finally delivered on it, but they failed in the execution of it. One thing I do like is the head sculpt. I really do like this Batman head. It really does look different from Bruce Wayne. He's smiling, the smirk is there. He actually does have the cutout right here in the cowl, which is what he wore during the Batman Reborn series. And I do like the fact that it's a really dark blue instead of a black, because that's the way he was drawn at the time. The head sculpt is really nice, and I do like that. The cowl is a really nice addition, and it is a separate piece. So there is that. Now, I do have to say that this cape is complete and utter garbage. Yeah, it's a soft goods cape, but it is so thin. Batman would never wear a cape this thin that just covers up his back. That's terrible. I don't know why they didn't make a cape that flowed more, because it looks like he's wearing a bath towel. I do like the emblem on Dick Grayson right here. That bat symbol is actually perfect. That's exactly the way it looked during the Grant Morrison Batman Reborn series. So I gotta give Mattel props on that. But other than that, I think that's where this figure starts falling apart. He is using a really, really scrawny body now. I'm used to Batman Beyond being a slender build because he's a teenager. Dick Grayson here, he's an adult at this point. He went from Robin to Nightwing to Batman, so why is he this thin? I just don't understand how they messed up this badly. His arms are also really, really thin, and he's always at a hunch. There's no way you can get his neck looking forward because his neck is always jetting forward, and I don't understand why. Why is his neck jutting forward? And that's him standing straight up. If you try to align his head so that he's looking up straight, his arms are now going down at an angle, and you have to angle those down. And it looks terrible. This is such a poor figure. I don't know why Mattel even did it this way. I do like the fact that the gauntlets here are different. They only have the two hooks where Bruce Wayne's costume has the three. But it's overall not enough to make me say, great job, Mattel. It's a good job, but it's a terrible execution. The bat belt is completely different, which I do like that. Unfortunately, it's painted terribly. You can see all the brush strokes on it. This is one figure I've wanted for so long, and Mattel just completely botched it up. He does have the black trunks, which is accurate to the era, so I'll have to give it that. We have the really slender legs that we see with all the other teenage figures. Why is Batman so thin? I guess I had to give him props for sculpting the boots. The boots are nicely sculpted, and they're painted fairly for the most part. But other than that, this is a really bad figure. I don't know why Mattel even bothered making it. So, and his cape, look at that. It doesn't even lean down anymore. Okay, I'm done going on his details. Let's move on to comparisons. And so here we have Batman posed next to a Marvel Legends Cyclops and a DC Multiverse Superman. Here we have Batman posed next to a WWE Elite Scale figure and a Mezco 1/12 Collective pop by the Sailor Man. And finally, here we have Dick Grayson Batman posed next to Nightwing and Bruce Wayne Batman. And you can see just how much they messed up this figure. How did he go from this to this? He lost like 40 pounds in muscle. So with the comparisons out of the way, let's actually move on to his articulation. Now, he does have a somewhat of a hinge in the neck. You can see it does hinge forward and back, but that's really minuscule, and it really doesn't solve the issues. If anything, it makes it look worse, because now you can't even look at least he has decent upwards movement, I guess. He has some really slight head tilt, turns left and right, no problem. Arms do go out to the side all the way. Don't know why it looks that ugly. Does a full 360 swivel at the bicep. He does have a single bend in the elbow, which is pretty tight. A swivel and a hinge in the wrist, which works no problem. He does have an ab crunch, which doesn't go back whatsoever, so that's already terrible. Goes forward to about there. Really stiff on mine. Swivels at the waist. The belt sits really, really low, and it doesn't look like he has a waist. Legs do kick forward. They kick back. Out to the side, really far. I'm glad he at least has articulation. He does swivel at the thigh. Has double bend in the knee. No boot cut swivel, but we do have a hinge in the ankle, which goes back and forward quite a bit. And then we have swivel, so that's terrible. Oh, there's so many things that they could have made this figure great, and Mattel didn't. So what we're going to do now is go on to my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have Dick Grayson Batman pose for my final thoughts. Overall, I think this is a really terrible figure. Now, there might be some people that like this figure. Me, personally, this figure is utter trash. I like what they were trying to do. I did like Dick Grayson as Batman, but this figure is really terrible. How did they decide to go with this really skinny body when they had a perfect figure with Nightwing? You could have just added on to that figure. In my honest opinion, I say this is a figure that you really don't need in your collection. If you see this figure in the store, just leave them on the shelf, and if you need the Killer Croc piece, just find it online, because it's probably cheaper to buy Killer Croc's leg than it is to buy this figure. Now, he will run you $20 at the store, so if you want to pick up this Batman, that's entirely up to you. Me, personally, I would say skip him. Even if you're trying to collect Killer Croc, this is a figure that I think you should just pass on and order Croc's leg online. With that being said, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go check out all my other action figure reviews, as well as all my other DC Multiverse videos, and the Nightwing video, which is a much better figure than this guy. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll definitely have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video, except I think you can avoid this video because this figure is trash. But still ring that bell, because YouTube doesn't let subscribers know when I upload a video, and that bell is the only way you guys really do know when my videos go up. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.